Welcome back to KSN News at 10. They are hard to miss. It seems like purple street lights are popping up all over Wichita. Evergy says it's been working to fix the issue for months. KSN Sam Montero asked the company today, what's the holdup?
I'm at the corner of Market and Pine, and as you can see, the purple glow is still shining strong. I asked Evergy back in March when the issue would be fixed. 3 months later, their answer is the same. They are still working on it, and it could be a while.
There are about 1,500 lights in the Wichita area that need to be replaced.
But that may just be scratching the surface, says Andrew Baker, an Evergy spokesperson.
As lights age, additional failures are anticipated.
A component within the light fixture is prematurely failing, and only time will tell how many lights are truly impacted. But Baker says they are working on it.
Those replacements will begin in the Wichita area starting about late June.
The good news?
The manufacturers can be responsible for related costs, so this is not something that's going to be on the customer.
The bad news, according to neuro-ophthalmologist Michelle Riggins.
If you've had a very long day and you're driving home and you notice those lights, you might be more susceptible to having discomfort compared to someone who might be more well rested.
Riggins says studies show that cooler colors like purple are more likely to cause discomfort to the eyes.
Anecdotally, currently, because not clinically evidenced yet, are finding that perhaps people are more affected by those colors.
The main factors being,
it all depends on if a person has a history of headaches or migraines and or if they're near or far-sighted, because each light has a different wavelength and how it gets bent into the eye.
Baker says the purple lights aren't isolated to Sedgwick County. Topeka is also feeling the purple glow.
6:21 on this Friday, and drive through the city's interchanges at night and you think they may look a bit off.
Our Adriana Mendez joins us now to explain what's behind this lighting defect that is affecting Milwaukee's roads. Adriana.
Yeah, so as you're traveling around at night, you might notice something looks a little different around the interstate. The streetlights, well, they're not all the same color. The DOT says there's a reason for that, and it's not intentional. As you're traveling around the interstate during the day, the streetlights all look normal. But at night, you'll notice some of them are different.
It's not something new that we're doing. We're not experimenting with different, looks around the system.
Some of the lights give off a bluish purple hue, like these seen here. Michael Pirates with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation says this is a manufacturing defect.
Staff that was alerted to that very quickly, and certainly we knew that meant something wasn't quite right.
Pirates says a few years ago, the DOT started switching out streetlights to the more energy-efficient LED lights. But earlier this year, crews started noticing some of them were changing colors.
One of the concerns we had early on is that they might not be putting out the same level of light. But what we've been seeing is it still puts out the same amount of light. It's just a different color.
Around 500 streetlights have been identified as defective across southeast Wisconsin. But Pirates says other states dealing with the same manufacturer, like Illinois and South Carolina, are having the same issue.
The lights are not all that old. They were still under warranty, and the manufacturer is going to be replacing all of the ones that have that manufacturing defect at their own expense.
Pirates says typical LED lights should last anywhere from 8 to 10 years. But with these lights, there's concern.
We don't know if that's going to impact the longevity of the lives. So it's certainly something we want to take care of. The expectation is for the white light to be what you're getting on the system.
All right, so Michael Pirates with the DOT says crews are having ongoing conversations with the manufacturer to find the best possible solution to replace those lights. He says the manufacturer will cover the costs, and he anticipates crews to start working on replacing some of those lights in the